Hi, my name is Marnie Dunning, and I'm going to talk to you today about Jing, which is a tool to allow you to do screencasting. There's actually two different things you can do with Jing. Number one, you can do a screenshot, which is a picture, and then you can add some words, some images, some arrows, some boxes, some highlights, things like that. And then the other part is a screencast, which will record your voice and the screen. So it's great for showing students how to do certain things within a program, a website. It can even be PowerPoints. Or one thing that I'm going to talk about today in this video is how to use Jing to actually give feedback on assignments that your students put in the Dropbox within Desire to Learn. So to get to Jing, and I'll show you where this is on the Tech Tools site, from mnsu.edu, what you want to do is go to Technology Services. And by the way, this site will be changing probably over the summer. And then from here, down in the middle, underneath Academic Technology Services, you'll see a link at the bottom called Technology Tools. This is where we have a list of all of the technology tools that are both enterprise, which means campus-wide for faculty, staff, and students to use, or favorites of our staff that work here. So this is Jing. This is a favorite. It is completely free to use on all platforms. So if you're a Windows user or a Mac user or even a Linux user, you can use this. But here is information about Jing. Now, a couple things about Jing. It is simple. It's free. You can see there. A couple of things. You can capture an image or you can capture the screencast, which I talked about. You can push it to Flickr, you can push it to Facebook, you can tweet about it. But the main thing here to know is that Jing is limited to 5 minutes of recording. So if you're wanting to do a lecture capture that's, an hour long, 45 minutes long, this is not your solution. It will stop recording after 5 minutes, but this is nice for little chunks of information that you want to give to your students. Very powerful for feedback on assignments within the Dropbox and Desire to Learn. So you go to Jing, you download the tool. You'll have to put in a username and a password, and then you can download it over and over again. When you do get an account through Jing, it is through techsmith.com. You also get basically, I think it's 5 gigabytes for free on their website called Screencast.com. So you can go to the Screencast site. Okay, it's 2 gigabytes. I lied, sorry about that. It's 2 gigabytes of free space, but you can store your Jing videos or your Jing pictures out there and then just grab that URL address to that Jing video and send it off to people. It's what I do quite often for giving videos to faculty here because I don't have a D12 course that I can actually put these into and share with faculty on campus. So Screencast, you will get 2 gigabytes of space out there, which is a really nice place for storing your videos. So once you download the tool, you're going to see this yellow sun. Now, PC users, you're going to see it kind of in the top middle of your screen. Mac users, you're going to see in the upper right-hand corner. So you can see here on my screen that it'll actually be up there. You'll see my little Jing video up here, my Jing icon. So as I go up there, I have 3 prongs. The very first prong is to capture. This will allow me to do a screencast or a picture, a screenshot if I want to. The middle one will show me my history, so things that I've Jinged in the past on this particular computer. So it's nice to call them up again if you need them. And the last one is to go into your settings. So you can put in your email address, your account information, you can choose keyboard shortcuts, you can add more buttons to how you want to save them, whether you want to tweet about them, things like that. So the very first button is to capture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and navigate to what I want to capture. So step 1. Navigate to what you want to capture. If I'm going to do a video on how to get to the Tech Tools page, maybe I'll even start on the Google homepage. So I'll start here. Let's say I'm starting here and I want to go to MNSU. So best practice or an effective practice is to practice what you're going to do before you record it. That way websites are working, links are active. You don't sit there and wait for things to open. So it's nice to practice what you're doing before you do it. Another effective practice is to tell them what you're going to do before you do it. So if you're going to tell them to type in something, tell them to type it in, then watch yourself type it in, and then they can follow along if they want to in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to the Jing capture icon, click on the capture, and I'm going to see horizontal and vertical lines here. Now what I have to do is I have to select what it is that I'd like to record. So I'm going to go ahead and I better grab the web address. So I'll grab like this. Whatever's lit up is something that I will be recording. Whatever's not lit up will be things that I'm not recording. So this is in the recording window, this is not. So another reason to practice is you want to make sure everything fits inside the window. Now as soon as you select that, you have some buttons down here in the lower left. The first one is to capture an image. It'll take a picture of it. You can choose to add arrows, boxes, highlights, things like that. Second one is capture a video. This is what we're going to do today. It's called a screencast. If you misselected, you can always redo your selection. If I click on that, my lines will appear again, and then I can click and drag to reselect the area that I want to record. And then the cancel button will get me out of here completely and pretend I was never in Jing, and I can go back to doing whatever it is I want to. Now keep in mind, this can be a PowerPoint that you're recording, it can be a website, it can be Desire to Learn itself. Just be careful not to bring up the class list if you are recording something in D2L. Really, if you can see it, you can Jing it. That's how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start my recording. Now something to keep in mind, as soon as you hit that record button, the very first time it'll have you set up your microphone, but every time after that you hit that record button, it's going to 3, 2, 1, and you're recording. So you want to make sure that you're ready. So I'm going to go ahead and start a capture, and I'm going to walk you through how to get to the Tech Tools page. So there's the 3, 2, 1. Hi, my name is Marnie Dunning, and in this Jing video, I'm going to show you how to navigate to mnsu.edu's website for Tech Tools. So up in the address bar, you want to go ahead and type in mnsu.edu and press enter. This will take you to the MNSU's webpage. From here, you want to go ahead and click on Technology Services in the upper right-hand corner. From here, you want to scroll down a little bit underneath Academic Technology Services. You're going to see a link for Technology Tools. Now that's my mock Jing video. I just want to talk about what you see here. You have different buttons down here that'll help navigate as you go through. You also see these swimming like film lights on the side. This means that you're recording. So the very first button will finish. If I hit this, it'll stop my recording. I can preview it and I'm done. This one will pause it. So if somebody walks into your office, something is loading, taking a long time, you can always pause it and then resume it to go back and start recording again. This is your mute button. I would highly recommend never touching it because chances are you'll probably mute and then you'll forget to unmute yourself and then you'll have a video of you not saying a word. Restart. The door slams, somebody comes in, you say something wrong, a page won't load, a reason to restart your recording, just hit the restart button and boom, you can restart your Jing video. And then cancel will get you out of here like you didn't do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and click on finish, and what it's going to do is it's going to toss it into this Jing preview. And I can go ahead and hit the play button. Hi, my name is Marnie Dunning, and in this Jing video, I'm going to show you how to navigate to mnsu.edu. So you can hear my voice and you can see the screen. I can always fast forward, hit the play button again. Jing video. I just want to talk about what you see here. You have different buttons. So you can hear that the audio, just from me talking to my computer, is pretty good. You can see the visual. It's all nice, not choppy video, so that's very nice. Now, what I want to do with this video? Well, I have a couple options. First of all, down here, I can share it to Screencast. That's that 2 gigabytes of space you get on TechSmith's website called Screencast.com. You can grab that URL and then send it off to students, off to other faculty members, off to friends, whatever, and share that video with them. You can also save this. This is what we recommend for most faculty that are going to be putting this inside of Desire to Learn. Now you notice different buttons here. These are buttons that you can add by grabbing the wrench here. You can tweet about it. You can Facebook about it. I've also added something for the Dropbox for me to throw my files into there. But these are customizable buttons. What I want to do is I'm just going to go ahead and save this onto my desktop today. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. My Save As dialog box will come up. And unless you know what you're doing on the 4th of April of 2013 at 13:21 p.m., I would recommend renaming it. So I'm going to call it Jing. I'm just going to call it Jing today. And I'm going to go ahead and choose where I want to save it and save it. It'll tell me here that it's been saved onto my desktop and I can always choose to open the file. I'm going to click on OK. Well, now if I open up my Finder and I look at my files that are on my computer here I can see my Jing file. And you notice it's an SWF file, which is a flash file, a Shockwave flash movie. Now, if I were to try to double click on that, it's going to try to open it in a program called Adobe Flash, because Flash is actually created by Adobe Flash. It wants to open up the owner of this. However, this file, if put into D2L, will open it right up for students to be able to see. So let's say I want to put that into D2L. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out, and I'm going to go into D2L. Let's say I'm in my content. I want to add a Jing video within here. Well, to add in some content, I would just go up to Add Content, and I would add this in much like a PowerPoint, a Word document, an image file, that kind of thing. And I'm going to go ahead and upload a file. So I have to give it a name, and then I go ahead and choose that file. So I go out to my desktop, and I find my Jing file, and I click on Open. Here it is. I'm going to go ahead and click on Save and Close. Oops, I got to choose a module. My bad. I'll go ahead and Save and Close. It'll upload the Jing file and put it in there. And now here I can see is my Marnie Jing. If I go to view content like students see it and I click on Marnie Jing.
Hi, my name is Marnie Dunning, and in this Jing video, I'm going to show you how to navigate to MNSU.
So you can see there how the video plays right within this window. Works extremely slick. So that's how you can bring it into your D2L course. Now another thing that you can do is you could use this within the Dropbox. So let's say that there's an assignment here that you have for your students and they've uploaded a photo. Now I could click on that photo, open that picture up, I download the photo. It's taking a second here. This is what they've uploaded. This particular case is a photo, but let's say it's a Word document. You could then go up to Jing and choose to capture this and start your recording, and you're giving feedback on this particular photo. So you could actually bring up the student's assignment, document, thesis, what have you, and actually Jing over it. Remember, you only have 5 minutes. But I could bring that up, talk about it, and then what I can do is for this particular student, I can go ahead and grade and leave feedback within the Dropbox, and I can upload that Jing file here. So I save it onto my computer, I add this file in here, and now it's a conversation between me and my student. My student comes in, sees the feedback for this assignment, they see this flash video, they click it. Because it's through a browser window, it plays every time. Works through Safari, Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer, works through all of them as long as it's a browser. It'll work. So another way of providing feedback for your students. So that's Jing in a nutshell. I hope that you enjoy using it. I know that I use Jing quite a bit. It's very simple and easy to use. Of course, I use Screencast-O-Matic to record me doing Jing, so I will be talking about Screencast-O-Matic in a different video. So if you have any questions, please get a hold of me. My name is Marnie Dunning, and I'm in Academic Technology Services. My extension is 5892. Take care.